Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Tracy's Allotment. So what we're going to be doing today is using the soup maker, and I'm going to be making a carrot and coriander soup. Now the majority of this people will probably have as staples and in the cupboard anyway, but we have got 600 grams of carrots, we've got some coriander, potato, onion, stock cube, and normally it's about 200 ml of double cream, but I've only got 100, so I'll be putting 100 ml in. And on top of that we add 800 ml of water in there as well. So we'll get these vegetables prepped and we'll get started. So I have talked about the soup maker on a previous video, on a previous recipe, but I'll just briefly sort of cover it again. So this is a Morphy soup and smoothie. I've had it for a good couple of years now. It makes 1.6 litres of soup or drink, whatever you're doing in it. So basically it's just like a kettle. That's the bottom half there. You have a lead, a plug that connects in, and then you've got the lid here. Because it's plugged in, this is it here flashing, so it's asking you what mode you want to do it on. You've got an on and off button, and tells you there 21 minutes, 28 minutes and 2 minutes for drinks, and that's an automatic blend button. So you can see there it's got a blade on. So I prepped my vegetables. And that's my vegetables there, which is the 600 grams of carrots. I've just peeled them and chopped them up. And I'm not really bothered about the sizing or what the chopping of the vegetables look like, because I'm going for a smooth consistency. If you are using the chunky consistency, then obviously how you cut them is how your vegetables are going to stay. So I've got my potatoes in there. I've got, well, one potato. I've got onion, one, and 600 grams of carrots. So basically I'm just going to put them into the soup maker. So that's the vegetables in the soup maker. Now I have seen people make a stock with their stock cube with boiling water and then add that in to here. Now personally I don't do that, because this boils the water and everything up like a kettle anyway, so I just don't see the point of adding a hot stock. And also what I found is, again, it might just be me, it's more prone to sticking at the bottom when I add hot water. So what I tend to do is I just put this in as is, and then I put in the water, and then this here, like I say, acts like a kettle, and it just boils it all up anyway. So we're going to put our water in, our cream, and our stock cube. So as I said earlier, this would normally be 200 ml, but I've only got 100 ml of double cream, which is fine. That's okay, just makes it a bit more healthier. And I've got 800 ml of water to add into there. But what I do is make sure that it doesn't go above the markings here inside, so you know that that's the maximum amount that it can go into. And last but not least, it wouldn't be a carrot and coriander soup without the coriander, so that's 1 teaspoon of coriander going in there. So we're just going to put our lid on now, and when you hear that beep, that's just beep, that means it's ready, it sits snug. If it wasn't on correctly, these lights wouldn't show, and it wouldn't let you move forward basically. So if the lights aren't flashing and you don't hear the beep, then you need to amend your lid to make sure that it's flush. So what we're going to do now is we're going to press mode. Now I want it on smooth, so then I'm just going to press it on, and then it's telling you there 21 minutes, and then that soup will be ready. So I'll bring you back once it's done. Now throughout the cycle, a couple of times it will blitz it, but as you can see we've got like 3 minutes to go and it's just been blitzing it again there. So yeah, so it's doing its job. Now this is done, and it will continue to beep like that until you lift the lid. Now be careful when you lift the lid, because there is condensation and excess water from the condensation, as you will see when I lift it up. So when you tip it, you can see the water coming off, so just be careful with that. So what I tend to do is straight away move this over to the sink area, this blade bit. I tip this into a Pyrex bowl, and then I wash the soup maker out so it's all nice and clean and ready for the next use. So I'll get cracking doing that. So there we have it, carrot and coriander soup. Literally took 5 minutes, if that, to prepare, and then 21 minutes in the soup maker. It's a lot easier in the soup maker than a pan. So yeah, if anybody's looking at getting a one, then I highly recommend it. You don't have to follow a recipe. You can literally just chuck whatever vegetables that you've got left in the fridge, add a stock cube, and go, basically. So yeah, so there we go. Lunches for tomorrow sorted.